In my message yesterday morning, I discussed Christ-centered corporate worship. I actually gave the second part to this message, in which I discussed 6 specific external practices that should be incorporated into every corporate worship service. These practices include things like praise, adoration, confession, declaration, dedication, etc. But some of you may be asking, so what is a worship service for? Well, in other words, what is the primary purpose that we gather together? And I think the primary purpose that we have a corporate worship service as a local body is to honor, adore, worship, in other words, Christ. That's the main focus of our service. But that's not to say that there isn't also this edifying experience or edifying impact that takes place within the believer and even within lost people. So to say that the primary objective of a corporate worship service is to worship Christ is in no way to undermine the implication of edification and sanctification that takes place within a worship service. In fact, I once had a fellow minister ask me, so what do you think our jobs as ministers, what are our jobs in a worship service? And my answer to that was that our job is to help usher people into the presence of God. But I don't think that that's a complete answer, because it isn't understanding, at least in the full sense. It doesn't account for the fact that God is omnipresent. So God is already present prior to us even getting to a specific place. I think the better way to answer that question would have been that as a minister, my job is to help usher you into realizing that you are in the presence of God. Furthermore, in a worship service, my job as a minister and the jobs of the other ministers are try to help you realize that we are seeking through Christ to be connected to that heavenly worship service. This is today's Monday recap. We hope you have a great week, and we will see you again on Sunday.